So it seems to have been a busy week or so in the world of Far Cry. You wait years for news and it all comes at once. Now, not long after we got a glimpse at some leaked images and details of Far Cry 7, we've had an announcement about a TV series. This was the post from the official Far Cry Twitter page, or X page. It says, remember when we said Far Cry stories always escalate? Yeah, FX took that personally. FX, for those who don't know, is an American TV network. A brand new Far Cry anthology series is coming to Hulu with a whole new setting, new cast, and the exact level of chaos your therapist told you to avoid. Good luck out there. And then we get a logo, which is pretty cool. I mean, the logo is basically the same as the game series logo, but still cool. Then there was also this post on Ubisoft's website, which gave us a little bit more information. The whole thing's quite long, but I will just read these two paragraphs. It says, FX has placed a series order for an anthology TV show based on Ubisoft's Far Cry series. Just like the games that inspired it, each season of the limited series will feature a new setting and cast of characters. FX's Far Cry will stream on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus internationally. The project comes from established FX producers Rob Mack, creator of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and executive producer of the Emmy-winning Welcome to Wrexham, who is producing through his production banner More Better Productions, and Noah Hawley, producing through his 26 Keys production banner, creator of FX's Emmy Award-winning anthology series Fargo and Alien Earth. Mack is also set to star in the series. So there we have confirmation of at least one of the actors who will be in the show. I will say I'm not familiar with Rob Mack. I've never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Welcome to Wrexham. However, I am familiar with Noah Hawley, and his name instantly stood out to me. He's currently working on Alien Earth, which I haven't seen, but I've seen has received positive reviews. But I know him from Fargo, which is an absolutely brilliant anthology series. The first season especially is one of the best series I've ever seen. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should. The writing, the characters, the setting, all incredible. Billy Bob Thornton and Martin Freeman especially, they're just incredible. And as I said, the key thing about Fargo is that it's an anthology series. Every season is a different story with different characters, although there is some crossover. And this is a great way, I think, to treat a Far Cry adaptation. Don't drag out a story with the same characters over multiple seasons. Keep it short and simple. I'd be quite happy with just consistently good seasons of, say, 8 to 10 episodes or whatever. Each season with a different cast, different story, and different setting. And there can be some recurring characters, as we've seen in the Far Cry games with Willis Huntley, for example. I really think this anthology format is the best way to do a series like this. Keep it fresh and exciting. Also, this series will be shown on the TV channel FX, as I mentioned. Again, I'm not that familiar with shows on FX except for Fargo and for Justified, starring Timothy Olyphant, and that is quite possibly my favourite TV show of all time. I cannot recommend that enough if you haven't seen it, Justified. So that as well gives me faith in this show, although I don't want to get my hopes up. And it would be remiss of me not to point out that Far Cry has been adapted for the screen before. For those who weren't aware, lucky you. It was made into a film in 2008 starring the German actor who played Sergeant Stiglitz in Inglourious Basterds. And this film was bad. Like, really bad. I remember I was staying at my grandmother's house and she had a big collection of pirated DVDs, and I was so excited to find a film version of the game series that I loved so much. And I watched it and I was just stunned by how bad it was. But obviously, that's not unusual for video game to screen adaptations. We've seen it before and we'll almost definitely see it again. But hopefully not in the case of this new TV adaptation of Far Cry. Hopefully it's nothing like the film. Anyway, let me know if you want me to keep talking about Far Cry and this TV series on this channel. Obviously, I mainly talk about GTA, in particular GTA 6. However, lately there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about there, and we still have a whole year, pretty much, until we get GTA 6. So I'm going to need something to talk about.